Hi, this is Majinoni, and I got two reviews for you. We have Fantastic Four number 611 and Iron Man number 526. No, this is the big battle between Iron Man and the Mandarin, fate of the world type thing. First of all, the cover I think is really cool. Going into the book, what we have here is Iron Man and his legion of heroes, or villains, I should say, who have teamed up. Like that was like Blizzard and Whirlwind and Living Laser and Stain fighting the Mandarin. Now, there's some really cool images going on here. I thought the battle was kind of interesting. You do have the other hero groups coming in to join the fight. The Resolve. Um, what's her name? Potts's dilemma with, not really dilemma, but how the robot kind of fell in love with her. Not the robot, but the helmet, the armor fell in love with her. That resolved that. So basically, what they're doing is they're closing all the plot holes pretty quick. I mean, not really plot holes, but the main plot lines, I should say. Now, the one thing that got me, and I don't mean this as a serious negative criticism, because I thought with the fight itself was actually pretty decent. There's a lot of things going on. It looked like they put a lot of time and effort into actually telling a compelling story in terms of the fight scenes. But for me, someone who reads a lot of manga, it's missing something in the fight. And I think what it misses, it misses up the more of the build up. Now keep in mind, it did build up Tony manipulating things behind the scenes, slowly moving his pieces into position to attack, and I appreciate that. But what I need is I want the power up. I need a power up and on top of a power up, and then finally massive energy blast to win the day type thing. And I didn't quite get that, but that's just me being nitpicky. I think a standard regular comic buyer like you guys are going to be perfectly fine with it, and you're going to say, my God, this was the greatest thing known to mankind. But overall, though, it was entertaining. This whole story arc was pretty entertaining, and it's a shame it's ending, but at the other hand, I am glad that Fraction is moving on to other books, so we can see what he's going to be doing there. And I guess you can say this isn't the exact issue, but we're coming close to the end of an era. Now, as you can see here, this is Fantastic Four final issue, but we know it's not the final issue. All they're doing is they're going through Marvel Now and creative team changes. Now, this is the book I really wanted to talk about because I'm really upset with this. Jonathan Hickman has crafted this really epic storyline, and I think Hickman really elevated the Fantastic Four in terms of story to a new level, a level where we haven't seen in a long time, especially with the Fantastic Four. And I, as a reader, feel extremely cheated because this final story, I don't know how this was originally going to play out, but I can't imagine that as he was originally creating this, that this was originally going to be a one-issue story. While it was told well, I feel we're missing out on a lot. If you remember, a while back, Val goes to Doom, and she needs his help, and she whispers something in his ear. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Well, this is the issue, where we see what he does with this Infinity Gauntlet. And what he does is he goes to the universe that the Gauntlet is attuned to, and he decides, I am going to play God, and I'm going to create life. And what he does is he creates a universe which is half magic and half science. And he basically sets himself as ruler of the world. Everything is going great for Doom until he realizes, I just made a mistake. What I did was, instead of creating a life that's different, I created myself. I created a universe of me. And if you can imagine what that means is they're all going to be thinking that their crap don't stink and they deserve to be the rulers of the universe. And we get to see the fallout of that. Now, Val has to go get Reed, along with Reed's dad, and they have to go save Doom. Now, what's really, really important about this issue, and this is why I think that is another reason why I'm cheated, is Doom learns a very valuable lesson at the end of the story. And technically, this is the type of thing that could change how Doom reacts going forward. But because Hickman's gone, all of this is going to be retconned out. Nobody's going to remember this. And Doom is going to, if they want Doom to be power mad, hungry man, he's going to be going around stomping, trying to backstab the Fantastic Four, steal this and that. And, you know, we're going to lose everything that made Hickman's run special. Which, you know, is going to be a shame if that's the direction they go. Because right now, Doom is in an interesting place where he, you know, like he has a, I guess you could say, a very unusual relationship now with the Richards. And he's in a situation where, I should say, they're both in a situation where they've never really been before. Now, you can argue the point where, you know, years ago, yeah, they were already kind of leaning this way, but this is a case where Reed and Val actually save Doom. And Doom comes out, and the way he acts, it's a little different than what you would normally expect Doom to react. And I think that's why this issue is really important. And, you know, if you haven't been reading the Fantastic Four, and maybe you're thinking of jumping on for the next issue when the Marvel Now starts, do yourself a favor and buy this issue. This issue is self-contained, so you're basically getting probably a trade or more worth of story in one issue. And Hickman does a decent job at cutting it down to the bare essentials, so this way you get your beginning, middle, and end. And like I said, this is one of those types of issues where it technically it's character changing, and it's a shame that I think that it's just going to be shelved because nobody's going to pay attention to it because they're going to want to take their own direction on the characters and stuff like that. Because, you know, I think we've all seen this before. If some writer wants to do something, it doesn't matter if what the established character is, they'll change it just for that story. So, and I know I keep saying that, but, you know, it's one of those things that just, it's going to be bothering me because I think, like I said, Doom is not the same. And I really want to see where Doom is going to go. I don't want to see necessarily Doom turn superhero, but I want to see the way Hickman would treat Doom with the Fantastic Four the next time they meet. But, oh well. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next Marvel Now anyway, so I think there's still going to be some great stuff coming out of it. And I think, you know, I can live without this part of the story, looking at the bigger picture. But anyways, let me get you a code for Iron Man. Okay, and like the Facebook link down there, because I'm going to be giving out more free codes. And also take a look at my Panda Cubed TV channel. I have a bunch of haunted house reviews on there. I'm going to be doing some like horror movie reviews as well. And we have my friend and I have a thing called Otaku Cooking. So my friend dresses up in costumes, and she does cooking. So, and then this time we're doing High School of the Dead. It's already filmed, but I have to edit it. But anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. I'm very curious to see what you guys think about the ending to this Fantastic Four. I think that's going to be all for now. So until next time.